Wanted to, at the beginning, just say a few words about the work we've been doing with the Ukrainian community here in British Columbia, as well as settlement organizations who will be calling upon to assist in the days and weeks ahead as we see potentially thousands and perhaps tens of thousands of Ukrainian citizens arriving here in British Columbia seeking refuge. We all stand ready to open our hearts and our homes to the refugees who will be coming, but there are challenges, and we were identifying issues around translation, issues around trauma counseling for the children. Women and children are likely to be the bulk of the people coming to British Columbia, and also how we as a government, immigration not a primary responsibility of the province, but of course none of that matters at times of crisis, and there are a variety of ways that you can help. We'll be standing up a 1-800 number to take calls because, quite frankly, the modestly sized Ukrainian organizations, whether they be in our major centers or in regional hubs, are overwhelmed by the generosity and good wishes of British Columbians, and we need to manage that. If you don't get a call back, if you don't get a response to your email, it's not because the need isn't there. It's because, quite frankly, the volunteers are overwhelmed. So we ask for patience from the broader public as we put together an infrastructure to accept the benevolence and generosity of British Columbians towards the good people, the courageous and gracious people of Ukraine, helping new Canadians as they come. And the message was uniform across the board, whether it was organizations on the island, in the Lower Mainland, or in the interior, is that housing is the #1 challenge. We know this in our domestic activity, much less opening up our doors to newcomers. So there are a variety of tools at our disposal. Obviously, faith communities. I know the community of faith that I'm attached to, people are, renovating their basements as quickly as they can to prepare a suite, or they're emptying out rooms that have been filled with boxes to make sure there's a space for people if it's needed. And ski hills, who in the off-season would have vacancies on the hill, that's an opportunity. There's a number of issues around potential student housing on campuses, if that's a possibility. So we're looking at all of those eventualities, but housing is the #1 issue of Columbians. It's an inability for us to manage all of the inputs for help. Anyway, people internationally, people from across Canada coming to British Columbia to settle puts an extraordinary pressure on our infrastructure, our schools, our hospitals, our housing stock. All of those issues need to be addressed.